conversation. Amy expected the topic to turn away from her, but Charlotte fingered the white fabric of Amy's skirt. "It is crepe," she said with a touch of admiration in her voice. "The emerald ribbons flowing over your shoulders are so striking." "Turn around," Catherine said. "Slowly, if you please." Georgette grinned and twirled her finger, indicating Amy should comply. With a deep breath, Amy slowly turned to the accompaniment of gasps. "It is beyond beautiful," Charlotte said in a breathless voice. "The red silk roses are impressive," Catherine said. "How very clever to feature them on the back of the gown. Everywhere you walk, others will be compelled to follow you with their eyes." Amy lowered her lashes and murmured her thanks. While she was a bit abashed, she was also secretly pleased by their praise. "You must tell us who your modiste is," Priscilla said. "I simply must have something equally lovely." "I agree," Catherine said. "Your gown is bound to be all the rage." Georgette gave Amy a speaking look. "Will you tell, or shall I?" Once again, Amy blushed. "I confess I drew the design for a local modiste back home." On a whim, she had bought fabric and trims in London at the end of last spring because she couldn't resist them. The other ladies, with the exception of Georgette, stared at her. Was it because she'd revealed her dress was not made by one of the foremost dressmakers in London? "You drew the design," Charlotte said in a shocked voice. Amy nodded. "I've always enjoyed drawing. It is a pleasurable way to pass the time." Catherine's jaw dropped. "Georgette, does Amy have any idea how talented she is?" "No, she is too modest about her accomplishments," Georgette said. "Her talents go beyond mere drawing. Amy has an eye for fabrics and trims, too. I would never have thought to put the trim on the back of my gown." At one time, Amy had possessed little knowledge of fashion, but 2 years ago she'd befriended Georgette and Julianne and had asked them for advice. While shopping with them last spring, she had taken suggestions from a premier modiste in London. She'd asked Madame Dupont questions about the fabrics and trims. The modiste had taken Amy under her wing and showed her which colours enhanced her appearance. She'd also demonstrated with pins how the perfect fit in both the gown and stays made a critical difference in how the gown draped her figure. When Amy had viewed herself in the long mirror, she'd gasped at her reflection. The beautiful gown had transformed her from a badly dressed wallflower to an elegantly dressed lady. In that moment, she'd seen the potential to change the way she viewed herself and the way others perceived her. While she'd always believed that inner beauty trumped everything, she'd learned firsthand that everyone, particularly women, were judged by their appearances. "But where did this talent come from?" Sally asked. "I studied the latest styles in La Belle Assemblée, and then I started to envision walking gowns and ball gowns as well. One day last summer, I drew what popped into my head for amusement." "Oh my, that is truly amazing," Charlotte said. "Did you have a drawing instructor when you were younger?" She nodded. "My governess encouraged me." After seeing Amy's drawings and watercolours, her parents had praised her accomplishments. While Amy enjoyed their compliments, she'd taken them in stride since they could hardly be objective. While perusing fashion plates, she'd realised her designs were unique. A few weeks prior to leaving,